Okay. September. Hooray! I love September. Truly, what do they call the Burr months? Amazing. I'm so excited. Alright, so I'm in a new journal now. Love it so much. We're still on our turn, Olive. I'm sold. I love them so much. With a little yes. So this is part of their fall collection, the Attic Memories? Something like that. Treasures. Attic Treasures, that's what it is. The Frames one. And so, yeah, I'm really excited to realize that I get about 3 months out of each of these, and I am lined up with their seasonal releases. Big sleigh. So, I already did some mild setting up on this because I realized the way I'm going about this now, there's not that much to do at the beginning of the month. But I want to show what I did because I've been printing my own stickers on, I got some like washi paper, question mark? Or like vellum, I don't know what it's called, but I got it on Amazon. Just like 5x7, you can print on it. So much fun. So that's been game changing because again, I've been able to like print out whatever I want as stickers. And so my idea was, because in my last journal, I should say, if you've been watching these, you'll know I did the letter sticker and then wrote out the rest of the word for the month title. And I just didn't want to do that again because no matter how hard I try, my handwriting is just not very neat. And so it always looked odd to me. And so I had the realization of like, oh, I've got this sticker paper. I can just type it and print it. So here's what we got going on. I still have to write my name in there. How pretty is that? So the first page, we just did like a little autumn collage. And so these were stamps. But then this, and this were all stickers I printed just from images on Canva. And then of course I've got my over the garden wall stickers. But then here's what I got. So doesn't that look, it looks so much better in my opinion. So, and I love how seamless it looks. And then this was the page that I almost used last month, but then was like, no, that is for September. And yes, total vibe. So then I've got this page reserved for my cards of the month, and I am keeping this open because I wanted to start writing down the main themes that come up from the readings I do with Andy, because we started kind of like taking note of like, oh, this has been coming up. And I think it'd be cool to note it on a monthly page like this that I can easily find and refer back to. So that way it's like, it's something I can go back to. So yeah, I'm gonna have my deck favorites here between my own readings and those readings with Andy. Themes here, and then my cards of the month. So yeah, it just wasn't that much to do because I didn't really have a ton of space that I know of yet for like stickers and washi and stuff. So that's what we got going on there. But I figured what we can do together is open this. My cards of the month. Okay. Oh, we've got Grandmother Salmon with determination. Still more committed, confident, you know the way, keep swimming upstream. Yes, that totally feels like that could be a vibe this month because we've got the wedding at the end of October, and so we're at this point right now, we're just feels like a little bit of a marathon. So that makes a lot of sense. And then we've got the Five of Thunder. Interesting. Alright, well I'm excited to see how that pans out. Interesting cards together. Cool. Hello. So yet again, we are only just checking in for the first time like halfway through the month. It's been a wild ride. Truly, just so busy since I don't even know. It's just been busy. We're gearing up now. The wedding is like just a little over like 5 weeks away. So there's things to be done. Things to be done. I'm excited. However, what I did not really consider is that having a very standard kind of wedding, I don't know if that's even a thing, but like, you know, like a wedding, I guess you could say, really is a recipe for quite some autistic burnout. So we've been feeling that this month for sure. Just learning to give myself breaks where I can right now. And just knowing like once we have the wedding, like things should slow down, of course, a good bit. So anyway, that's that. But I've been having some fun in between, and I think that's been really, really, really helpful. So for starters, this past Sunday, I did my first, what did we call it? Tarot and tabs? Question mark. Hold on, we're checking. Tabs with Tarot. So, Dawn Michelle and Lisa invited me and Allie from Totero to do a 4-player Baldur's Gate run. Oh my gosh, I was so excited about it, but now like we played our first round. It's called Tabs with Tarot. What a blast that was. It's now, we did that Sunday, it's now Tuesday. I can't even stop thinking about it because it was just so much fun. And it's making me think of like last year, I want to say, when Baldur's Gate was kind of still new. When did it come out? I think it was like almost a year ago now. Lisa and Dawn Michelle played it a bunch as sort of a way that it got them out of like a tarot burnout, which that's not currently what I'm experiencing. I'm experiencing like a true just autistic burnout, which is really shows up, of course, in different ways. But anyway, I've been thinking about that, of how like Baldur's Gate is really what got them through that. And for me, again, it's different, so I have different things that I need to cater to, but because I really like Baldur's Gate, and it was a way to connect over something I really like in like a low stakes kind of way. It felt so, it just felt good. It felt good to do, and yeah, so much fun. So we're doing that every other week, because it'll alternate with Dawn and Lisa's, what did they call it? It's their chaos run. The monsters, but like Monsters and Mayhem, which is so it's gonna be so fun, because now it's like every other Sunday I get to play 2, but then I still get to watch their Monsters and Mayhem on the other Sundays, which I really love watching. So it's just been nice, and was nice. So fun. So anyway though, what I wanted to talk about was for that, we're following some of the Monsters and Mayhem rules they have, and using dice and a deck to kind of like randomize our choices, which is really fun. So I got a new set of dice from Amazon. This one, I have to say, these like very standard dice sets, I keep them in these jars from Amazon. They're like $5 and under. This one was like $3.99. They end up being some of my favorites, I have to say. So I just finished this jar. My character is Oretta. I made this little jar for her dice, and she's very air sign. Her significator is Knight of Swords, so I got these swirly, shimmery gray dice, and I love them. They were perfect for her. So those are my dice, and the deck I'm using is the Black Salt Tarot, which also felt so perfect for her as a character. I actually started a bin of my like fantasy themed decks because whenever I'm playing, I really like having a deck with me, even if I'm not using it in the way that we used it for Tabs of Tarot. I just like having something with me to shuffle and whatever, so I started a little bin. Should I show that too? Ah, I'm knocking stuff over! Oh my gosh. Let's just get it all. Oh my gosh, wait, don't look at my pants because my shirt is so tucked into it in a weird way. Okay. From Dawn Michelle too, she made the cutest intro video for that game. And there's like a little clip from each of our YouTubes, and the clip she found, how deep she must have dug into my channel cracked me up, because I was playing a little game, because I never go back through my videos. Even when I'm editing, I do not rewatch them. I just can't do it. But I was like, where did she find that? What video is that from? So I was trying to play a game to see if I could figure it out. And I'm in my pajamas 95% of the time in my videos. And it's because I'm such a morning person. I almost always film in the morning. And so I just haven't gotten dressed for the day. Whatever. So I'm still in my pajamas right now. Anyway, I have this little basket going. It's not everything, but I don't know. This is what I grabbed. But this is definitely one that goes in here. It's not gonna fit. But I've got the Cowgirls and Aliens in here. I've got the Stardust Wanderer. Desert Illuminations. I have the Zeke's Arcana. This one is, what do you call it? Oh, the Mendelevian Oracle. But this I might, no, okay, this isn't just for like video games. This is also just, I don't know, it's such like a specific category, and I feel like I go to these for like a very specific vibe. So anyway, I also have this is the Arcus Arcanum Tarot. This is a really cool one. Gardens and Goblins is in that one, and then we've got the Steampunk Art Nouveau. Cool. So I don't know, I'm just keeping those. Oh, I also have, hold on. This didn't fit, so it's just staying on the side. The True Black Tarot goes in that category for me. What else did I want to say? It's just gonna be a Dawn Michelle Fest today, I think, because I put out a video earlier this month about, or maybe it was last week, I don't know, but about decks that I feel like would be good for a card of the week, which is a new practice I've been doing, really liking, and realized I forgot such a great choice. The Sacred Threads Oracle, because this is why I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot this. I have, so Dawn Michelle's deck, if I didn't say, Sacred Threads Oracle, I have her book that you can get on Amazon to go with it. And what I love about it is for every card you get these 3 questions. So they're almost like these really good prompts. So I used that deck for my card this week, and I'm so excited about it because you get 3 questions that really feel like they take you in a slightly different direction. And so while I'm doing my readings throughout the week, I have those questions written down. Let me get the journal right here. Let me just show you. So here's what I did. So this week I got the stability card, and truly I just wrote down, let me not get all my journal stuff in there. I just wrote down the 3 questions that she has in the book and then decorated. Pretty. So yeah. Oh no, we're continuing. Oh my gosh, everything I have to talk about is just Dawn Michelle centric today, so. Okay, the other thing I have to talk about is she's just been doing cool stuff lately, alright? You know? Not that I have to explain my actions, and when am I not fangirling, you know? But what I really like, or the thing I really like that she's been doing lately is a Hades and Persephone reading. And those are 2 deities that I've been slowly working with. Maybe since like late winter. Slowly like reading through books about them, considering things. But Dawn Michelle has been doing this reading that I'm like, yes, that really solidifies how that energy could work in cards. So I've been really excited about it, but I just haven't tried it because I just haven't been feeling up to it. And then, so how it works, or how I perceive it works, is that you have a deck for both Persephone and Hades, and then like, I think she does an oracle card in the center. I'm not sure if always, but I am using an oracle card in the center because I like to do that. So, but the thing was that I was like, ooh, what oracle do I want to work with? I knew I'd find something, but I didn't feel like I had a tarot that felt like Hades energy. So of course I've got my Persephone deck, the Tarot Persephone's Garden. I particularly really like the Chthonian edition, so since I got this in, I was like, okay, we gotta find something that works. And so I'm still playing around, because now that I'm looking at the True Black Tarot, I kind of think that could be cool too. But I also got the Gustave Doré Tarot, which feels kind of like the vibe for me, I think. I don't know. The jury's out on it. I used it today. It was good. I haven't decided if it feels like Hades energy to me yet. I think it's going to be between this and maybe that True Black Tarot. Yeah. But then the oracle I've been using in the center, I really like. It's the Oracle of the Witch. So they all got this like black and white line work, but then the red backgrounds. That was my card I pulled today. So yeah, that's been cool. I think that's it. I think that's my update. Oh my gosh, wait, hold on. Andy sent me the cutest little toys, and I don't have the other ones handy because I brought them to work before I showed, but I have a new little toy sitting on my desk, and she's so cute. Look at this. Oh my gosh, Andy's been really into these like surprise box collectibles. And they're super cute. And she sent me this one, and I love her so much. She's got this raven. I'm obsessed with that. So, that's my new thing, sitting on my desk. So cute! Okay, I think that's the update for now. Okay, before the deck builders get here this morning to finish up their last bit, I wanted to show you all. We have a deck! Oh, I'm so excited. This has been like in the making since we moved into this house like 3 years ago. oh, there's some I mean, so we'll have some rebuilding to do. Not rebuilding, new things, because they had to like get machinery back here, so this now is that. But my garden over here, mostly unscathed. My rose bush that was right there took a bit of a beating, but she's hanging in. So yeah, so it looks right over to where my garden is right now. But now I'm seeing this as they basically dug me out a new free garden. Because I'm certainly at least along the edge gonna do some sort of garden, and I don't know if we're gonna do a pathway or not. I don't know. It's all a work in progress, obviously. Mostly for next season, but I did already pre-order a climbing rose, so I'm hoping it'll climb like all the way. It might be a little high. It might be better for me to put it on the side or somewhere because this does go down pretty far. But I'm hoping it'll climb up the side of here. It's a yellow one. I really like what I've had the best luck with so far, I should say, are the David Austin roses, and I pre-order them as bare roots because it is a lot cheaper. I want to say for the bare roots like $35, where if you wait and get the full plant, I think it's like $70. So anyway, I don't think it's gonna zoom in that far nor pick it up, but my morning glories are finally blooming on there. So that's a slay. I'm so excited. So we've got lots of plans in the works. I think over there, this bare patch here, I'm gonna turn it into, actually this like whole section, I'm probably gonna move all these plants and make the flower garden stretch more that way and make this a vegetable garden because it just gets better sun ever since the left side of that tree fell off. So we have a big patch here because where my vegetable beds are now, they still grew. It's just that I've really only started harvesting the most tomatoes in like September. So usually it's July, August, but I had a later harvest because as you can see, it doesn't get like tons of sun. So those, I'm hoping to move over to the other side of the house so that we can keep all this clear. But those raised beds are now gonna be garlic instead. I've never grown garlic before, but I got bulbs, so I'm excited about that. But yeah, that's the update. Should I go down and give like a view from here? Oh, am I zoomed in? I am zoomed in. I'm so excited about it. I love sitting outside, and there just hasn't been well, I had a good spot to do it, because I do really like sitting underneath there, which is where I moved that up from just for now, because we don't have deck furniture. That's a next year problem. But for now, it's been fun. Yeah. Exciting! Hello! It's favorites time. We're doing it top down this time, because, I don't know, this is what I felt like. So, I think let's just get right into it. We're gonna start with just general fun YouTube favorite, question mark? And that is, I definitely already talked about this, actually, now that I think about it. But I got to start a playthrough of Baldur's Gate on Dawn Michelle's second channel, Ember Lore Plays, which is like kind of her gaming, all sorts of things, fun stuff channel. I think mostly gaming now. But she has been playing with Lisa Papez for actually quite some time now. They might be nearing on a year, question mark? I don't know. But they've done a few different playthroughs and they live stream. It's so much fun. I try and watch live as much as possible because I love it so much. And so I was so excited. I was so excited that now we started this playthrough with 4 of us. So it's Dawn Michelle, Lisa Papez, Allie from Tarot, and myself. And we're doing a So it's like a full team, full 4-person team, and what is it called? Tarot, Tabs and Tarot? Question mark? I think Tabs and Tarot. So we've gotten to do one session, I guess you could say, so far. It was so much fun. I had such a blast. I cannot wait to play again. But within that, we're doing it kind of chaos style. So Lisa and Dawn came up with a system to use cards and dice to sort of make decisions for us. So fun. So I've got some new dice. For my character, I play as Oretta, and I made this little jar for her, which a picture that I think Lisa took that screenshot. But she is a rogue. I always meant dwarf. Yes? I think. I'm horrible at remembering that kind of stuff. But we also chose some significators, and Oretta's is the Knight of Swords. So I wanted to get something really like airy and cloudy feeling that just felt like her vibe. So I got these. These are just off Amazon. I think they probably were like $4, but I love them so much. I have become such a fan of like the cheap Amazon sets. I don't know, something about them I just really like. So that's the dice I'm using for her in this jar. I love the sound that makes. And then we also are using tarot. So the tarot we use in battle, and each card kind of has a different option for what we can do. And so the deck I'm using for her is the Black Salt Tarot, and using it for that one session we had so far, this was just, I'm so glad I picked this because it was so perfect. I feel like it fit her vibe, but because of all the fantasy elements and Logan, the creator, I know they're a big gamer as well. I know they've played Baldur's Gate. Not that any of this is inspired by Baldur's Gate, but it's got a lot of fantasy elements, and I feel like kind of a lot of video game. There's a lot of like anime elements in here, just kind of like woven in, and so it just really fit the vibe for the game as well, and it was so much fun. I just loved it. I loved using this deck in that kind of fun, different for me way. So, Black Salt Tarot. Okay, so that was my little extra favorite there. Let's get into the books I've read this month. This is my reading journal. How many did I read this month? 3? I think I read 3. So, the first book I read this month was In the Company of Witches by Aurelie Wallace. This was I was in a bit of a reading slump at the beginning of September, because last month I read quite a bit of dark academia themed books and kind of thought I wanted to continue on that, and the mood just totally left me. And so then I just really felt myself wanting something cozy, oh my god, cozy and just comfortable, you know what I mean? Like, just, I don't know. That was the vibe, but I also really wanted to get into the fall spirit. So this totally got me out of a reading slump. Any sort of it's a cozy mystery, but it has witchy elements to it. Any sort of witchy, cozy mystery, I love so much. I've read so many of them, and this was no exception. I gave this one 4 stars. Anything to note? I just really liked it. I thought it was really fun. I read it really quickly. Yeah, no complaints from me. Then the next book I finished in September was The Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Lori Gilmar, which, if you are on TikTok at all, on Book Talk they call it, this has been all over there, and I think could be mostly because they came out with a new hardcover edition of this book that has these like pumpkin sprayed edges. So cute. They're so pretty from what I've seen. But but I tend to, unless the book is so pretty, I'm usually a paperback kind of girl, I have to say. I don't really buy books, but if I am going to, because I can't get it from the library, I tend to choose the paperback. I don't know. It's more comfortable to read to me. Anyway, regardless, I thought this was so cute. It was truly a Hallmark movie in a book, which I don't know that I've ever really read a book like that, which is surprising because I love Hallmark movies so much, but I don't really tend to get so much into romance, but I don't know, this one really changed my mind. I thought it was so cute, and truly my only words for it are Hallmark movie. But there is another one, the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, question mark? I want to get it, I want to read it, I'm so excited. I think our library's getting it, and I can't wait. So did I say, I gave this one 4 stars. I thought it was awesome. Last but not least, I just finished this yesterday, truly yesterday. So it was just in time to switch over to like spooky season books. I finished the book Shady Hollow by Juno Black, which is another cozy mystery. But this is, if you have the Northern Animal Tarot, I want you to picture Northern Animal Tarot as a cozy mystery, because that's truly what it was. It was this whole cast of anthropomorphic woodland creatures, sometimes anthropomorphic, I don't know, well, I shouldn't say that, I don't know, woodland creatures that could talk, who all lived in this little cozy village of Shady Hollow, but then there's a murder. This was so fun. I just really thought it was really fun. It was an easy read, a quick read, easy, like, how do I describe easy? Easy for me. Sometimes, like, I often have to, like, read passages twice if it's, like, really complex language and, like, just ideas going on. This really just didn't have any of that to me. And so I ended up giving this one 3 stars, only because, I don't want to spoil anything, but I just didn't love who ended up being the culprit. I don't know, I think throughout the whole book they posed it as like the possibility of it being kind of this, like a little bit more complex, but I really liked it. There's 5 in the series, and I already want to read the next one, so that says something. Yeah, really enjoyed it. It was just a fun, cozy reading month this month, which was perfect to lead up to my spooky season reading, which I've already started with What Moves the Dead by T. Kingfisher. I actually bought the hardcover of this, and I took the dust jacket off because I don't like reading with it, but how cool is that? So pretty. T. Kingfisher is one I will buy because I know it's gonna hit. It's always good. Okay, so that's the books I read this month. Let's get into my favorite decks. So, for starters, the Cozy Witch Tarot. I love bringing this one out when September rolls around. It feels like the perfect cozy fall time deck, and it just fit perfectly with the mood. Like, something about September, I just really wanted everything to feel really cozy and comforting, and this is the perfect deck for that. Something about this kind of like peach beige color, I don't know, it just flips some kind of switch in my brain. I don't know how to describe it. It almost gives me like cute aggression, question mark. It just makes me so intensely happy, this color. And just the warmness of this deck. Oh, I love it so much. I love it so much. This is one that's definitely, like, of course I'm going to get into my spookier decks this month, but this it's going to stay out because I just love it. I think it's so great. So this was definitely a favorite this month. The Cozy Witch Tarot. Next, staying on the cozy realm, Heartwood Tarot. Again, I feel like this has been in the last couple of months at this point, and I keep trying to be like, okay, I want to use different things, but inevitably I just come back to this deck. Ever since I got the review copy of this. It's not been put away. I love it so much. And I don't know, there's just something about it. It's so cozy and comforting, but it feels like it can slot into every single season. Like right now it feels so perfect because, I mean, look at the backs, fallen leaves, but the idea of this not abandoned cottage, I shouldn't say that, abandoned by humanity, taken over by animals. Something about that feels just so fall to me. So do I have really anything else to say about this deck that I haven't said already? Clearly, I'm obsessed. I love it so much. So that's the Heartwood Tarot. And I love too, like the whole box design now, like, oh, it's so good. So good. Okay, this one, I feel like I always gotta show these because they are a favorite, but of course this is a favorite. So, Seasons of the Witch Mabon. Since we had the holiday this month, the fall equinox, I was using this a bunch this month. I really, really love this one. This is definitely one of the series. I have all the ones that are out so far. This is a top favorite for me. This one and the Yule are probably tied for number one, and then closely followed by the Samhain. I love those so much. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed using this month. I think it's great. It's one that I tend to use throughout the fall too. So like, for October I will use Samhain, but then in November I kind of tend to go back to this one a little bit. I don't know, I really, really like this one. Seasons of the Witch Mabon. Just a fantastic one. Okay, last but not least, I've got a specific pairing, which if you saw my deck speed dating, my most recent one, you'll recognize this because it came from that, and ever since I did it, I've been obsessed. It is the Catland Oracle. Well, this is the Catland and Return to Catland mixed together. You can buy like a duo set, a bundle, some might say, which I did so that I can combine them with the Silver Acorn Tarot. This has, again, wow, really had such a cozy vibe going on this month. But ever since I discovered this pairing on deck speed dating, I have just been wanting to use it every day, and I really nearly have. I've used it so much in the last like 2-3 weeks that I couldn't not include it here. I mean, they go together so perfectly. Oh my gosh. And I'm definitely keeping these out for October for when I just want kind of like a cozier feel instead of straight up spooky. I just think this is so great. I could look at these all day long, truly. So good. Should we just keep going? They're perfect. They're perfect. I love these together so much. So that is the Catland / Return to Catland Oracle. They have all the same backs. Hence why I have them mixed together. And the Silver Acorn Tarot. And I think that's all I have to show. Question mark? No, it's not. I had another random favorite I forgot about. In that, I started using a planner again. So, I, at the beginning of the year, tried a Hobonichi Weeks and really stuck with that for quite some time, but then inevitably fell off of it, as I tend to do with those kinds of things. But I just was thinking about it, and I was like, it really was helpful for me just having that set up. And then I had the realization of like, I can use planners for other things. Like, again, this is the black and white thinking totally showing its face, in that when I thought of planners, I thought it's like, okay, you could only use them to write down like the things you need to do and like appointments and stuff like that. But the thing with me is that I really have a fixation on time. I always know what time it is. I always know what's going on. I just know in my brain. And so like if I've got an appointment this Thursday, let's say, I am never gonna forget that. Like, it's in my brain. And so it was suggested to me to use planners to write down all the everyday stuff that just kind of tends to float in my brain that sometimes I can forget about instead. And it just that suggestion blew my mind, because I was like, I just didn't realize you could just use a planner for whatever you wanted. So I started with the Hobonichi weeks again, but I don't like the paper. Ooh. I know, I feel like the Hobonichi stuff is beloved, and it's beloved like for its paper. I just don't like it. Something about the texture I have discovered. It took me this long, yes, to discover that it just like kind of skeeves me, and I don't like that you have to use certain stuff. So for my, I'm losing my voice. For my tarot journals, I've been loving the Archer and Olive notebooks. Like, truly, I am a huge fan now. I can't even see myself really switching off of them because of how well, first of all, how cute they are, and then how well the paper works for just anything I want to do. Fountain pens, stamps, like, nothing bleeds through. It's amazing. And so I went on their site and saw that they have planners. So I got myself one of their planners. Let's zoom out. So cute. They don't have as many options, but I do love this one. I think it's perfect for year-round. Oh, and they have dated and undated ones. So since I started this in September, I went with an undated one. So now I can just sort of like continually, they give you like these kind of pages every once in a while too. But this is what it looks like. It's plenty of space per day. This is a 5 size, question mark, I think? Yes, A5. So plenty of room for every day. And what I do is I write down stuff like, here's what I'm gonna bring to work for lunch. Here's what I'm gonna wear every single day. Here's the temperature every day. Like, just things that I'm always thinking about that I don't always realize I'm using so much brain power to just have that floating in my head all the time. And so I've just been writing down that kind of stuff, and it's been really helpful. And then I still do write down like appointments and stuff because I've got the space for it. But it's just been so nice to, usually I sit down on Mondays and I just map out what my whole week is gonna look like in the small everyday details. And it's just been really helpful. Should I show, like, here's an example. Cute, it's set up for Halloween, so like with the stars, I've got the weather, I've got food. To this, on Friday, I'm visiting my parents, so like this is what I need to pack, like just little everyday thoughts. And then there are calendars in there as well, so helpful. So yeah, that's my last thing, I think. This planner. I'm really excited about it. Highly recommend. But I think that's all I have. So other than that, I hope you've had a great month. I'd love to hear some of your favorites from the month. I always have so much fun reading through those and seeing. But yeah, I hope you're having a great day so far, and I'll see you again very soon.